Those ancestry DNA tests are all the rage these days. Everybody's tracing their ancestry back and checking to see where they came from, what their ancestors did. And a couple of my cousins have done it, and they found out, among other things, that I've got a great, 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 great something grandparent who was a wrestler. He traveled up and down the East Coast wrestling people for money, and I'm going, that is so not me. And then I found out also, from I think from a couple different sources, that one of my ancestors is Daniel Boone, or I'm a cousin to Daniel Boone way, way back there. And I'm going, yeah, great outdoor adventure man. That's me, right? Yeah, not much of that DNA made it through, did it? But did you know there's a DNA test for believers? There's a way you can check to see if your ancestry is lining up with what believers are supposed to be. And you might say, well, do I do the right things or go to the right place? No, it's actually in 1 John 2:9. And it says, anyone who claims to be in the light but hates a brother or sister is still in the darkness. So if you're a follower of Jesus, if you have the DNA of Jesus flowing through you, Jesus' love flows through you, which means when you look at other followers of Christ, there's love. That's hard, but it's true. See, if we're really tuned in with Jesus, we're tuned in with Jesus' love. We're tuned in with Jesus' forgiveness. We're tuned in with Jesus' seeing people for who they really are and the problems they've faced and the challenges they've overcome, and seeing that God is working in them. Just like He's forgiving me, letting me overcome things, and forgiving me and making me the person He designed me to be. So if I'm going to be like Jesus and I see that I'm not loving others, that means I'm failing the DNA test. And it's much more important that I line up with the DNA of Christ than whether my DNA lines up with Daniel Boone. And that's today's Jumpstart.